Hey there, everyone. I'm so sorry. I am 15 minutes late. I knew I was going to be late, but I didn't think I would be this much late. So I do apologize for, sorry, just making sure I'm actually alive. So yeah, I do apologize for being late. I knew I was going to be a couple minutes late. Just had some errands to run and I can't stay on too long because I have to go pick up my daughter. But how is everyone doing? It's 2 days before Thanksgiving. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Usually I'm not this discombobulated, but on this channel we talk about all about unemployment. And trust me when I tell you that once something is changed as far as unemployment, once they come out with a new program, I will definitely be the first to let you know. And what makes me different than other YouTubers is my family is actually collecting unemployment. Well, our payments have stopped because I need to contact unemployment for us to continue to get paid. So, yes, I am in the trenches with you. And if you are currently struggling with getting paid, I feel your pain. One thing, unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time to prep. But one thing that I found yesterday was an article, and I don't know if I don't think I've talked to anyone from New York on my channel, but one thing I wanted to talk about is Governor Cuomo Governor of New York is actually making a plea, and you guys are going to love this, to extend PEUC, PUA, PFUC throughout 2021, which I think is absolutely huge. Obviously, it's something that's definitely this was an article, I thought it was over the weekend, but it was posted yesterday. And so he literally wrote a letter, and it was addressed to Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Steve Schumer, and McCarthy. Steve McCarthy? I can't remember his first name. So this is huge because at least he is speaking up for us, and it's really awesome. Actually, I'll put the article in the chat so you guys can take a look at it. But he wrote a letter to all these people, again, pleading that they extend unemployment. And I think it's a big deal because I'm hoping that maybe other governors will follow suit. But it pretty much says that, let's see, here we go. Since March, more than 68 million Americans have filed unemployment. Unbelievable. When the CARES Act was passed in March, roughly 10 million Americans had filed for unemployment during the pandemic. Today, that number has increased by nearly 600%. And so again, I'm reading little excerpts of the letter that he sent to them. And the following programs should be extended or renewed through the end of the federal fiscal year 2021. And again, we're talking about PUA, PEUC, FPUC, which, in case you don't remember, that is the extra $600 a week. And a couple other things that may or may not pertain to, it doesn't sound like unemployment. Yeah, Mike says they really need to pass something next week and get this done. Exactly. And I think my gut is telling me today, because I feel like every day it changes, is Trump's not going to be in favor of passing a big stimulus package because that's going to be debt kind of added to his name, right? If anything's going to be passed, I would imagine it would be, again, this is my gut telling me that it will probably be something more in the smaller range, which how do you piecemeal this, right? Like, how do you who gets the money first? Because schools need the money, states and local governments need the money. There needs to be money to go towards the vaccine production. There needs to be money for second stimulus checks. There, obviously there needs to be money for unemployment. Like, I don't understand how you can piecemeal this, but my gut is telling me that Trump's not going to want to sign a larger package right now. Hopefully he'll sign something, right? As we know, the Republicans, because they think that unemployment rate is getting lower, which on paper it is getting lower, but as we know, things are starting to shut down again, and that number is just only going to get worse, meaning the unemployment rate. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But I was very excited to see this article. Again, Andrew Cuomo is governor of New York, is looking to, or at least hopefully is putting some kind of pressure on the right people that are negotiating for the next stimulus package, which obviously in turn would help those in unemployment. So yeah, I thought that was interesting, and I was excited to see it because hopefully, like I said, hopefully other governors will follow suit. All right, DJ, what did I miss? Well, you missed me being late, and I do apologize for that. But yeah, in the chat, I posted an article that I came across regarding Governor Cuomo of New York uh, sending a letter to Nancy Pelosi. I have to look. Stephen Mnuchin, Mitch McConnell, I think, and Minority Leader McCarthy about Governor Cuomo wrote a letter to those guys asking and pleading with them to extend PUA, PEUC, and FPUC, right? Yeah. The extra $600 a week. He wants that extended throughout 2021, which I got excited because I'm hoping that other governors will follow suit and hopefully someone will start to listen. Because, what was I watching yesterday or maybe today? As we talked about in the live yesterday, the lines that are at the food banks right now is absolutely ridiculous. The comments that I'm seeing on this channel are heartbreaking, and they have to hopefully pass something soon. Jay Ellerby, good updates. Thank you. I was excited. At least someone in government is speaking up for us. Unfortunately, that's the only update I have because I was just running around. So I do apologize for that. I'm trying to think. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for today. And again, it's just short, obviously if you guys have any, and if you're watching the replay, definitely put your comment below. If you have a question or comment about anything, how do you feel about this letter? Does this letter hopefully make you feel a little bit better? For me, it does a little bit, but obviously I'm not going to be totally happy till they actually pass something. Chris says, small amount of important news. PAUC has new backdate news. Yeah, so in Pennsylvania, you do have the ability to backdate a UC claim for 52 weeks. And if I'm incorrect with what I'm saying, Chris, definitely let me know. PA unemployment will be extended. PUA 2. Well, nothing has been set in stone. Obviously, that's what we're hoping for. Those that are on Pennsylvania extended benefits will definitely, or EB will definitely be going into, and we'll be paying out until January. At least that's what they're saying in the town hall. So hopefully that will indeed be the case. But as far as PUA, haven't heard anything. Um, PEUC and PUA has not been extended. That's definitely going to be ending for about 12 million Americans on December 26th, which is horrible because it's a horrible, horrible horrible Christmas, right? Meanwhile, the Senate's on vacation celebrating Thanksgiving. They must be, how they can even go about celebrating right now is beyond me. Do you think they will pass something soon? If they do pass something, I don't think it's going to be anything big, just because, like I said earlier, I don't think Trump's going to want that deficit tied to his name. I, I, I don't know, Mike. I don't know. What do you think? Mike? What do you think? Do you think that they're going to pass something soon? So frustrating. All right, DJ. I talked to a caterer owner tonight. I'm a DJ, hence your name, right? Was supposed to work this Saturday. She thinks they will keep restaurants closed beyond January. Everyone is scared, no income. All right, DJ, are you in Philly? Are you like legit in the city? I think we were talking about, actually, you were telling me all the restrictions in Philadelphia, which led me to believe that you were literally in the city as opposed to like the suburbs. And I'm assuming you DJ in Philly, which is crazy awful. Okay, yeah, you are in Philly. Yeah, in New Mexico, they're taking it upon themselves to, and I will clarify what I'm saying tomorrow for people that are qualifying or will qualify. Sorry, I think my internet just went crazy. So sorry if I blacked out for a second. Chris says Pennsylvania expand period for backdating unemployment claims to 52 weeks, which is great news. This is why I got paid for weeks. My claim was unseen. Okay, so you finally got your claim paid, but thankfully, because they implemented this, you were then able to get paid a lot of weeks back pay, which it's a shame that you had to wait as long as you did. Crazy. Chris says big pillows, real big pillows. Exactly. Oh, and then I also heard that not only are they going home, not worrying about if they're getting a paycheck, but they are going against restrictions and, not following the rules that we have to follow, which, they advise us to stay home and stuff like that. Apparently they're out having their own little parties and stuff. Mike says something small, I think. They have to, right? Before the end of the year. Now, who knows? They did take that $455 billion from the Federal Reserves. Hopefully they'll kick everyone a check. It's definitely not anything, right? So, Chris, DJs is grocery stores. Have you seen them? Are they starting to close grocery stores or put restrictions on grocery stores, Chris? All right, DJ, the politicians are passing gas, just some lightness. Yeah. Passing some BS too. Yeah, along with the gas. Chris says New York governor seen at a restaurant. How are the live DJs at grocery stores? Oh, wait. So in grocery stores, they're having DJs? That's weird, if I'm reading that right. Are they probably outside of the store? Or are they actually inside? I mean, either way, it's just, I only go to ShopRite. It's just unbelievable. Chris, Are you in PA or are you in you oh my god, are you in New Jersey? And I apologize if I asked you the other night. Well, hopefully, let me just read through this um, thing, make sure I wanted to cover everything. But yeah, it's great because Governor Cuomo goes into details about how many people are affected, obviously how many cases there were with COVID, but most importantly, and obviously the deaths, but obviously most importantly, why we're here is the unemployment claims. Last week, the number of new filed claims nationwide grew by 31,000. That kind of seems low to me, but maybe I don't know, representing. Okay, so it grew by 31,000, representing first week over week increase after 4 weeks of decreasing claims. Okay, so what he's saying is the past 4 weeks, unemployment claims have been going down, but last week we saw an increase. And obviously, as time goes on, this number's only going to get worse. Inside, I have about 5 DJ friends. I live near Harrisburg. That's right. You did tell me that. You're in the capital. Yep. DJ, food prices are going up and up. I'm on a cereal diet. I know, right? Thank goodness we like cereal. I agree with you. I'm fond of cereal myself. Um, Michael, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a couple of days, or at least live. No stimulus. Senate all went back home. Yeah, they did. They're home this week. So hopefully, let's just pray that we see something. I mean, I can't imagine that they're not feeling the pressure. But obviously, it's a matter of, do they care, right? Chris says, look at the 14th Amendment is what it is. These set rules cannot stop laws. Yeah, so I mean, people are out there setting the rules and setting all this stuff, but obviously they're not abiding by them. And you're right, Michael, they don't care. They don't care. And it's a shame. So yeah, if you're coming on the or if you are sorry, you could tell I was like running around. I do apologize. Number 1, I was late. Number 2, I'm not as prepared as I normally am, and I do apologize. So if you are coming on and if you do have an unemployment question, definitely put it in the chat and I will do my best to answer it. Unfortunately, from a grand scheme of things, there's no unemployment news, but sorry, I thought my dog hit me, but it's my sweatshirt. She's sleeping back there. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I do apologize. It's just running around. Chris says, law, no state shall make or enforce any law which should the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States. Okay. So, sorry, my brain is like scattered. Okay. So what that is saying, and I'm probably wrong, so let me know if I'm wrong, is states can enforce all they want, but it doesn't apply. I don't know. You're gonna have to decipher that for me because, like I said, my brain is scattered right now. Michael asks, is EB extended benefits still going? It is in Pennsylvania, and on the town hall last Thursday, which was their last one for the year, which is very disappointing because every time I attend the town hall, I learn something new. But yes, Susan said on the town hall that EB will definitely extend until January. And then what I recommend people doing is if you do run out of EB or if unemployment, stops or whatever, and if you are past your your unemployment, the end of if your unemployment claim has expired. Sorry, I haven't eaten since for a while when I don't eat. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, once your benefit year expires, I do recommend applying for unemployment all over again and see what happens. That's my recommendation. Um, Pursuit of freedom and happiness. Yeah, they don't care about either one. Mike says Christmas trees selling and toys not selling in stores. Interesting. So people are buying Christmas trees, but they're just not. Well, and you know what? They might be getting their toys from Amazon too, maybe. Um, RADJ PUA ends next week. Hopefully, I'll be able to reapply. Yeah, I don't think you would be. I mean, you could definitely try to reapply for PUA, but you probably won't be able to collect if you've received any kind of W-2 in the past. You could definitely try for regular unemployment, but from what I've been reading and research and stuff like that, once the 39 weeks are up or once your balance has been exhausted, then PUA unfortunately is done. But bottom line, it doesn't hurt to try to apply for regular unemployment. It's probably a long shot. It doesn't hurt and try, right? Watch everything will be good. Yeah, hopefully. So what about me, the PUA? I now have 2 months paid. So 2 months is 8 weeks. PUA will definitely be ending December 26th, no matter how many weeks you might have left. You may have left. December 26th hits, you can file. Well, no, that's a Saturday. So I guess the last day you can file would be, hold on, let me check my dates. So December 26th is a Saturday. So yeah, so I guess would you be able to file? I have to think about that. It's week ending. So I guess you could file December 27th for that week before. So yeah, try that. Definitely try to file December 27th. But unfortunately, that is definitely the last week of PUA. So that's why I recommend that if you've gotten any sort of W-2 in the past year or two, just try for regular unemployment. It doesn't hurt. Hopefully I can reapply when the new package passes. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they will extend the packages because then it will hopefully be less stress on unemployment themselves for them having to update their systems. I mean, if they really want to screw us, right? They'll come up with some new package and then unemployment in every state will then have to code in order to be able to handle that new package, which would then take a while, right? I remember when I finally figured out that we were qualifying for PEUC, I had to wait along with millions of other people. We had to wait until the software was actually implemented in the system in order for us to actually apply, which was horrible because, okay, great, this is what I qualify for, but you know what? You still can't get paid because the software isn't implemented in the current system. Now, I know in the state of Pennsylvania, they are working on updating their unemployment system as a whole, but obviously, which would be great in the future, but for now, they have to work with the BS system that we have. Mike says, I really hope they they don't take benefits away from 12 million people after December 26th. I cannot imagine that they would. I can't imagine. Because, I mean, people are going like, once they took the FPUC, the extra $600 away, people were starting to struggle. Now, if they start taking, PEUC or PUA away, it's just gonna be awful. Is it too late to backdate? Diane, absolutely not. It is not too late. Yeah, if I don't know if you're filing for, well, it doesn't matter what you're filing for, whether it's um, PUC or regular unemployment. Even if you're not approved until after some of these programs expire, you can still collect as long as obviously you're qualified. And if you need to backdate it, maybe back till April. Again, if you're qualified and you get paid for those weeks, you will also get that extra $600 and the extra $300 LWA as long as, you have a COVID reason or whatever. But yeah, Diane, definitely. I mean, you've paid into unemployment in one way or another, whether you're self-employed or not. So definitely put in that application. And Chris, thank you for answering her before I did. I appreciate that. Oh, Diane, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we can help. Obviously, my main goal of creating this channel is to help everyone and to bring an awareness of, because there are still people out there that don't realize that they can get unemployment. And I could kick myself for not creating this channel sooner, because I think it would have helped to eliminate a lot of the confusion that we all had in the beginning of this whole thing. And I'm sure once a package is passed, that confusion will start all over again, because they're not going to make it easy on us, right? Chris says, I was lied to on the phone with Pennsylvania unemployment agent about this and had to ask for a supervisor. So when you asked for a supervisor, did you actually get one? And if you did get one, did they eventually answer your question? That's what I want to know. I've yet to talk to anyone over the phone. Diane, are you in Pennsylvania by any chance, or are you in another state? And which program are you looking to backdate? Because I'm just curious. Oh, and here's my dog. There she is. She's finally on camera. Yes, it took about an hour when she was set straight. I mean, I feel for these agents, because I can't even imagine the amount of stress that they are under. And, I was in the beginning of my career, I was on the phone, and to get phone call after phone call after phone call, it is exhausting, especially when you're dealing with people's money. I know my head is spinning after I do these lives just from talking. And you guys witnessed it because I was stuttering, like halfway through this. So yeah, it's so I can't even imagine how painful it is for them to deal with unhappy people and being on the phones and talking all day. So Diane, you are in PA, awesome. Looking to backdate PUA. So from what I'm hearing, from what they say is you should send an email to PUA stating that you want your claim backdated. However, from what I'm reading, you'll send an email and then hear nothing back for like months later. So unfortunately, the best and quickest way to do this is to call. But as we know, when we call, we get nothing but a busy signal. I myself, I have to call PUA. I don't have to backdate my claim, but I actually have to make the date. Like right now, if I try to file for PUA, the date is back in April. And I actually need it to be forwarded until October. yeah, my claim's like the total opposite of everything else, and that just is typical. But, so what I'm gonna do personally is call PUA tomorrow, probably start around lunchtime because I'm hoping that the call volume will, number 1, be less because it's a holiday, and number 2, because from what they say, from what Susan says in the town hall, later in the day, it's less call volume. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get through. Um, Chris gave the email address, so thank you for doing that. I do it starting 5 minutes till the phone lines open up. Okay, so yeah, if you can, what are they, 8 to 4 PUA is, I think? Yeah, maybe I'm trying to think what my day looks like tomorrow. I might be able to do that too. But the problem is if they put you on hold, or if you're on hold, then like can't do anything else. Ah, so crazy. Um, Nancy should have Nancy should have just taken the small package for the people. Yeah, then we won't be in this mess. Right, or taken the 1.9 trillion, because I think in Nancy's 2.2 trillion, there was more money for state and local governments, and I've heard mixed things. Was she asking for money for state and local governments um, pre-pandemic? Like, was she looking to try to get money for state and local governments because their budgeting was all messed up prior to the pandemic? And again, from what I've been reading in the research, the 1.9 trillion that the Republicans proposed in that package, more money went to the people as opposed to Nancy's package, which went to state and local governments. So, and I know what she's trying to do. She's hoping for the Democrats to, obviously, with President-elect Biden, obviously he's a Democrat. She's hoping for the Democrats to take charge of Congress, which is wonderful if it happens because they can pass the higher package. But if that doesn't happen, we're just going to be sitting and we're all going to be screwed. So yeah, I know it's it's almost like the trick play. It's almost like the Philly in the Super Bowl when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, right? Like that play was risky, but it worked out for us. It's almost like Nancy's holding out for the Philly. Like, do you take that risk and hold out? Because number one, if we do, if the Democrats do wind up taking control of Congress, past the 1.3 trillion, everyone's going to get money, unemployment's going to be extended, but we're going to have to wait until the end of January before anything even passes. And then on top of that, the unemployment systems are then going to have to code for whatever comes of this new package, and it's only going to delay people getting paid longer. Ugh. 1.9 trillion plus 455 billion exactly. Pass it. Right. The states and counties are going to get their money. Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, because unemployment rate is lower, now the Republicans don't want to do the 1.9 trillion. They're looking at 500 billion or 650 billion. It's crazy. Chris says Trump will make sure the knees of the people get very scraped up and he will never concede. Yeah, exactly. Plus, he doesn't want a 3.4 or $2.2 trillion package under his name. Oh, the stuff's giving me a freaking headache. And what's funny? It's like I said to my husband yesterday after the live, I said, do you think I would actually be doing a YouTube channel talking live about politics? Something I thought I would never do. Victoria, welcome to the channel. What to do about unemployment that's on hold. Okay, so which package are you which program are you currently on hold for? Is it regular unemployment? Um, yeah, if it's on hold, there might be it sounds like there might be going back and forth between you and your employer. Maybe they need some kind of answers regarding why you left or how you left. Because I'll be honest with you, the claims that are on hold seem to be a mess, to be quite honest. And I know in the state of Pennsylvania, I'm not sure if you're in PA, Victoria, um, regular unemployment, went back to work, but living situations not as safe to come home with older people in the house. Oh, yeah. Um, yeah, it's tough when you live with people that are more prone and don't have the immunity, the immune system that, younger people have. Um, All right, DJ says the unemployment rate is lower because people are exhausting their benefits. Yep. They use that statistic, which is pure evil. I couldn't agree with you more. They certainly are. People are unemployed and yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. And thank you for those that like this live. I appreciate the likes. Um but yeah, you're right. It's the unemployment rate is getting lower because people don't qualify for anything else, and it's just crazy. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. Again, sorry it was kind of crazy. Sorry I was late. I do have to run because I have to pick up my daughter. Um, I will be here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be on time tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, RADJ, I agree. You are definitely on point with that statement right there. And thank you, Mike. Thank you for always attending. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate all the regulars. I really do. I couldn't thank you guys enough more for supporting me, the channel. And again, hopefully this will help someone. Hopefully, we help Diane, hopefully. Um, so yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in and I'm grateful for you guys too. And again, it's a community, right? We're all here to help everyone. And I will leave it at that. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for joining.